There are new evacuations tonight in Eagle County for the growing Derby fire. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Sam Shocker. The Derby fire, about 15 miles north of Dot Cerro, is growing quickly and is now more than 800 acres in size. Officials say lightning started the fire over the weekend. An evacuation center is being set up at the Two Rivers Community Center. The fire is burning in a steep cliff in that cliff face in a remote area.
The Lee fire burning near Meeker could grow into the fourth largest fire in state history. It's just 5 acres from passing the Hayman fire, which of course started in 2002. The Lee fire is now 68% contained. More than 500 firefighters remain on the scene. As the weather remains hot and dry, crews are really looking for pockets of unburned fuel to continue to burn, producing smoke in that area. Colorado is kind of stuck in this extreme heat right now. It's another day above 90 across the state.
And we could see a record tomorrow before some much needed relief. So let's go ahead and check in with Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. You know those firefighters are hoping for cooler weather.
Yes. And you know what, Sam, this morning, early around sunrise, there was like this plume of smoke that came off the foothills, and it was very narrow, almost looked like a little highway in the sky from possibly the Derby fire or the Lee fire. So some of that made its way into Denver and across the eastern plains. Now with the wind shift, we have blue skies out there, but it is very warm and very dry right now. And I've been watching this camera out in the Akron area with our Viaro cameras. And look at this, you guys. I've been tracking these birds which have just been hanging out, kind of getting a bird's eye view of the weather, which appears to be a little bit windy in the Akron area. So the Viera Camera Network is so neat because we can give you a view that nobody else can. And today, it's all about the birds. So who doesn't love that? Our temperatures, maybe you're not loving so much. 94 at the 9 News Studios, 93 at DIA, 98 in Grand Junction, and 96 in Fort Collins. The wind has shifted coming in out of the east and southeast, very gusty this afternoon. The air quality alert has canceled out, but may be reinstated for high levels of ground ozone. Tracking a little moisture in southwestern Colorado. I'm just focusing in on the good news here. Some areas are seeing rain other than wind and lightning. Cortez, Durango, Pagosa Springs, but it will be the weekend when we see widespread relief for fire managers with cooler weather and rain off and on for 4 days. Can't buy a raindrop tonight, though. It's going to be hot and dry out there, but coming up, the timing and impact of a big change over the weekend, which I'm calling an early preview of fall. Details on that in just a bit.
The Larimer County Coroner's Office has released the name of a 74-year-old man killed in a glider crash a week ago. They confirmed Philip Benson of Boulder died from the injuries he suffered when the ultralight he was in crashed on a county road in the Berthoud area August 13th. Authorities have not said what caused it to go down, but power lines around the crash scene were damaged.
The man believed to have stabbed a park ranger in Staunton State Park yesterday ran off, but Jefferson County deputies still haven't been able to find and arrest him. Investigators have determined the man stabbed the ranger in the torso in a targeted attack. The ranger had surgery and is expected to survive. Deputies shut down the park while they searched on the ground and in the air yesterday. However, they couldn't find the suspect and reopened the park to the public this morning. If you know who or where the attacker is, Jeffco Sheriff's Office wants you to call 911. A garbage man in Colorado Springs is in the hospital after being seriously burned in a hazmat incident. Colorado Springs Fire Department confirmed in the last 2 hours it was sulfuric acid in a trash can. That acid is a highly corrosive chemical. They said the worker had chemical burns to more than 60% of his body. The man had to be airlifted to a Denver hospital, and the city is also now having to test the nearby storm drain as a precaution.
Happening tomorrow at the state capitol, lawmakers will be back to work in a special session called by the governor. Their assignment, find nearly $1 billion in cuts to fix the state's budget shortfall. It will likely be a combination of cutting expenses, finding new revenue, or using reserves. Right now, Democrats have the votes to do what they want without a single Republican on board. Governor Polis called for this session earlier this month.
He wants lawmakers to address a number of topics, including Medicaid funding, as the state faces deep cuts to the health care program on a federal level. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry spoke to those who fear their coverage may be on the chopping block.
At the Day Spring Villa Assisted Living Facility, time tends to move slower.
Yeah.
Resident Diana Bennett spends much of it
Well, it's a baby blanket.
with a needle in hand.
Yeah, we're making baby blankets that we want to give to a hospital or something.
But even as the hours crawl,
It is now.
she can't help but feel like time is running out.
I never thought I'd be in this position, applying for Medicaid right now. And it's a little scary because we don't know what's going to happen with Medicaid. And quite frankly, without Medicaid, I'd be out on the street.
Diana is one of many at Dayspring, worried that the possible Medicaid cuts will impact their coverage. Her neighbor Richard Reich is another.
I'm in a real danger of being eliminated from the program. I have enough Social Security that I barely qualify for Medicaid. And if they would change that requirement, I would be out on the street.
It's a difficult situation.
Anne Marie Gill runs this assisted living facility. She says 80% of their residents are on Medicaid. If cuts come, it will not only impact a number of individuals, but funding for the facility as well.
We only receive about 70 or 80% of the reimbursement costs for what it actually costs to run our community, and we want to do all we can to stay open, but any kind of cuts would really have an impact across the board.
On Thursday, lawmakers in Colorado will convene to tackle topics like Medicaid funding. The residents at Dayspring hope they do so fast and with a message in mind.
Don't take away our Medicaid. Don't leave us on the street.
Do your job.
Diana says they are planning to hold a sit-in soon outside of Dayspring Villa along West 26 to spread awareness over the possible coverage cuts. They hope lawmakers really listen to their concerns and take action. Jaleesa Rosari, 9 News.
And Jaleesa, they are not alone, and hopefully more people will come and turn up for this sit-in so the lawmakers can see that a lot of people, a lot of Coloradans, their constituents are affected.
Yeah, I think the number was a little over 1 million that had Medicaid coverage last year. So definitely a big impact for a lot of people.
Yeah, Jaleesa Irizarry, thank you. Well, the future of the social media app TikTok is still up in the air, but the White House is getting tapped in. Yesterday, the White House launched its very first account. Trump almost banned TikTok with a 2020 executive order directing ByteDance to divest ownership. When Trump returned to office, he allowed the app to continue operations. The future of TikTok, still unknown. The deadline for ByteDance to divest or sell has been extended by the president 3 times now. The current deadline is in 28 days.
The Broncos are celebrating youth football in our state. This season, you can find a special wall at Empower Field honoring our teams. It has a space for every football and flag football team. You can find it on the main concourse between gates 8 and 9. The Broncos are known to support our high school football programs. Earlier this year, they gave out 15,000 new helmets and educational resources for players, coaches, and parents. So many people are going to stop there and want to take a picture.
Yes.
Right? That's
right.
brilliant.
I know. I think that's a great idea.
Or go visit, period, whether it's a game day or not.
And it's only going to inspire more kids to play.
Yeah. And those flag football teams
I know.
in Colorado, very good.
Very.
Very good. Yes.